Gotcha.
That's just the phone. It was the phone. It was the phone. It was the phone.
Welcome, man. Woo.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's been a minute.
It's been a long.
Y'all, welcome to his Let's Talk About It with Marsha E. Dudley
and Etoya Lewis.
Welcome. Y'all, let me tell you, we're going to give y'all a moment to get on up in here because I know y'all be like, I don't know if they're coming. We here.
Show is.
Oh my God. When was the last time we was on?
It's been about a year.
No, it hasn't been that long.
When did Will Smith slap?
It's been about a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's been about a year, but
because we didn't do that. We didn't come on. We was gone. I don't know where we was at. We went here.
We've been on a hiatus. Let me tell you. Well, first of all, Toya been traveling the whole world.
Don't do Toya because the way the internet work, we can still go.
Yeah, well, we've been.
You know what?
We've been.
This is the reason why I don't like fooling with her because she always trying to blame me. She always trying to blame me.
It's easier because we be seeing you gone, so it's like, oh well,
no, because the way the internet is set up, that's one of the beauties of it. You could be anywhere in the world and still do this.
Well, listen, y'all, we got a topic for you tonight, and because we're gonna talk about Katt Williams. I know everybody like, oh, Katt Williams, y'all gonna talk about Katt Williams. We gotta talk about it. We trying to get some of them Shan and them Club Shay Shay views, okay? Because we're gonna hit we gotta share this on our YouTube channel because we want to talk about this. I made on our little introduction, I talked about how Katt Williams, he said his truth, and his truth offended others, and it has almost divided the Black community because everybody was like, well, why you want to come out and say all of this now, But I was talking to you, and you made it clear that he's been saying this. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, what did you think of it?
Wait, before we keep this train going, talking about it. I don't know if she's on here, but I just want to send a nice happy birthday shout out to Nikita Grayson.
Oh, yes,
we love you, dear.
We love you. Yes. Happy birthday, Nikita.
We've missed quite a few birthdays since we've been gone for over a year. I feel like it's been about 2, but you hear that from me.
Don't do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna be missing when we get on here. Yes. Hey, Charity.
So now, what's the question? What we talking about? Because I feel like we got to structure this right.
Okay. So, like I said, Katt Williams, he did his whole interview. Everything he said, people had issues about what he said, but my thing is that he told his truth. Every person that got on Shannon Sharp's that came to Club Shay Shay, they told their truth. Mm-hmm. And everyone is now offended because Katt came back and he told his truth. What did you think about the whole interview? What were your thoughts when you saw it?
First of all, I thought it was long as hell, but it was some good tea, just being in all these rich folks' business, because that's really how I look at it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what he saw. Even the the interview with this Smith girl. Wanda.
Oh, okay, Wanda.
He was talking about Tiffany Haddish, that's his perspective. His perspective of, I have all these talented comedians that I'm pulling with me to go on all of my tours. I'm taking them with me, and they've been out here grinding. Here she come and just blows up.
Yeah.
And Girls Trip, she was funny, but she ain't funny.
Okay, but the one thing that he also said was that she had a gatekeeper. Kevin Hart had a gatekeeper, and the reason why, y'all, yeah, it sounds good that we're talking about the whole Katt Williams, but you have to always remember with me and Toya, it's going to always be deeper than some tea. One thing about what Katt said, I said, okay, that's his truth, and ain't nobody called him a liar. But when he talked about
say that again. Who called him one?
Nobody's called
nobody.
Nobody has called him a liar.
So why are we divided?
Because everybody is like, okay, well, why did he have to get up there and say all that? He one person even said he has now ruined Cedric the Entertainer's career.
How?
And that's what I was saying. People have all these different perspectives, but the one thing about Katt Williams' interview, that when Marsha looked at it, I seen several different things. The one thing that I did see was that he kept talking about, well, they got gatekeepers. I'm looking for a gatekeeper. When you are trying to do something, yeah, you can get out there. Everybody wants to say, well, I started from the bottom and I'm here. I got it out the mud. If tomorrow somebody say, Marsha, here goes walk through this door. Baby, please, I'm walking straight through that gate.
Okay, well, I get what you're saying, but what he was saying, what I got from a lot of the things that he was saying was he didn't sell his soul to the devil to where he had to make their comedy. He could make his own comedy.
Yeah.
A lot of them, when they walk through that door, they can no longer do the stand-up that they used to do. They can no longer talk about the things that they wanted to talk about. When you don't give a damn, you go out there and you say what you want to. People either laugh or they don't, whatever. Nothing is coming out your pocket because you already got your money.
So
if you're paying for your own stuff, whatever profits you get, those are your profits. That you don't have to share those with anyone.
So if you go through the gate, that means that you can be easily manipulated.
Right.
Okay. And then the other thing that I saw, because like I said, we're talking about celebrities and different stuff. Like at the end of the day, it's whatever. The one thing that I did get from this, because I'm a marketing type person. When I say that was the most amazing marketing that I have ever seen.
Everybody is sipping on Shay.
Oh my God.
Everybody is like trying to tell their truth. Everybody is tuning in to Club Shay to be a part of it.
But like all of his everybody is sold out.
Yes, everybody is coming back to look at things from before, and he's getting views and getting comments on things that he never got views and comments on.
Yes. Okay, let's read some of these comments.
Carlos said, I think it was smart, strategic planning. He is a very smart man.
Yes, I agree.
He said he would never sell his soul for any role in the movie industry.
And I love his morals and his standards. And for those that are just tuning in, y'all, we're talking about Katt Williams and his truth, and just we're talking about this, how it has impacted our community. And some people say, well, it impacted nothing. If you're not a business person and you didn't pick up on those that business perspective that he gave, or that business strategy, marketing strategy, he used every controversy sells, whether good, bad, or ugly, and it shows because he has all packed out. All his tickets are sold out. Matter of fact, he needs to put some more cities on there. That's what they're saying. But
so that worked for him, and it worked for Shannon Sharp.
It works for a lot of people.
But what I'm saying is he's getting more money from just telling the truth.
I like that.
His truth.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me. His truth.
But the other thing that when I looked at that, I want to go back to the part where you talked about he really honed in on not selling his soul.
But he said he wasn't the only one. He said he talks about Gary Owens. And when you think about it, yeah, they have been in the business for a long time, and get to see them here and there. They don't have 2-3 movies coming out a year like some people we see with movies, whether they're good movies or bad movies.
And I think like at one point Kevin Hart was such a he was making so much money and everything because in some of his movies were good, some of them wasn't good.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But he had the look that the world was looking for at that time. He had the look and the sound that everyone was looking at, and he was able to cross over.
Okay, I'm glad you said something about look because he also made the point about Jonathan Majors. Do you recall what he said? Why are you laughing?
No,
Why are you laughing?
Sorry, go on.
Because regardless of what the world would normally say about a Jonathan Majors, they had him on a pedestal. And you see how quickly, because he kind of went in with the, okay, they got my back. No, they don't have your back, because as soon as you do something that's not of them or for them, this is what happens to you. And he made a valid point. At what point in our lives did Jonathan's features become the Hollywood standard? I'm not. Why is she laughing?
Wait a minute, because I'm thinking about it, because Katt said that his face looked like never mind. Go on. Sorry.
Okay, I don't know what she's laughing.
Did you not hear the interview?
I heard
because
it.
Katt kept talking about how he was ugly. But he ain't that ugly. And then what he was saying, regardless, he was being a comedian in his delivery. I can overlook the comedy part of it and look at what's behind it. I know you do, but this ain't no laughing matter. I'm sorry, but I was thinking
because he was saying how they don't make that the standard. That look isn't the standard. I don't agree with him because. Well, tell me somebody else who looked like him. That
what is wrong? What my thing is, what does he look like?
That Katt Williams, he described everything. The
big lips,
the features, the features that most people hate about Black people.
Big lips,
they were promoting it as beauty. Now we look at it as beauty.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that anybody said.
Nope.
I don't believe
because
that
he was on numerous covers of magazines.
Was he?
Yes, but see, you don't look at magazines. You don't see. I'm gonna need you to do better.
Jonathan Majors. I listen.
He's had spread after spread. Yes, Marsha. When it was the Ant-Man movies, he was in tons of spreads. When it was the Creed movie, he was in tons of spreads.
Who gets to say what beauty is?
But that's what I'm saying. They do. The gatekeepers do.
Oh no! I think we stretching now.
No,
we stretch.
No,
okay. You don't stretch.
No,
you ain't Katt done stretch that. I don't.
No. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
That's
no.
No. Jonathan Majors is not a bad looking. Okay.
No, I think he looks very nice.
Who thinks Jonathan Majors is ugly? Who thinks that Jonathan Majors is not the standard? He is the standard. He had a nice body. It's not. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, the only thing that get me probably is when he got them lips looking like. Okay,
let me see what we say. Money and stardom makes a lot of men in the industry handsome. Prime example, Seal. That's not an example.
Yes, it is. Oh, Seal.
You think Seal looks good?
No, Seal is Seal.
What is he?
But he's a man.
Okay, there's plenty of men out here, but the standard, because he specifically said that the industry and the prime example is Seal. A lot of people think Seal is like this, oh my God. But he doesn't have the same features as Jonathan Majors.
Seal, but hold on here. Because Seal can sing and do all that, he pulled.
Klum. And it should be Seal the entertainer, huh?
And then Tyra Banks. I didn't even know he dated Tyra Banks. But anyway,
money will make you do that.
I don't think so. Yes, I don't believe that. Y'all, we date ugly people all the time. It has nothing to do with a person's looks.
somebody can be ugly to 1,000,000 people and not ugly to one.
Girl, let me tell you, there ain't nothing. I think Katt was reaching on the whole Jonathan's looks. I think Jonathan's issue is that he shouldn't have been running. He was running too hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some more people that has joined in. Hi, Damien. Hi, Quinn. Hi, Sharita.
Did he say
Hi,
Shannon
Megan.
Sharp's cognac sold out within 24 hours? Oh, wow.
Flavor Flav did have a whole show.
Yes, he had a whole show, and
he was on Sherry Shepherd today,
and it had nothing to do with his looks. Women want.
They made women want to be with him.
Flavor Flav ain't got any money.
It doesn't matter. He has a name. His name weigh way more than money. I mean, you can sit here and shake your head. No, am I tripping? Or does he not have a name that screams stardom?
I don't think that women.
How many people do you know household semi-household names that came from being on the Flavor of Love?
Quite a few.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But it's not because Flavor Flav is this knockout. I'm ready to fight over. Who fighting over him other than them women on the TV for stardom?
Okay.
The industry make people do crazy stuff.
Okay, Sharita just said they wanted to be on TV. Okay, Sharita, we're gonna take what you just said. Why is Megan Good with Jonathan Majors then?
Because she think he's sexy.
Okay. There is nothing.
I never said Jonathan Majors was. I was talking. Okay, is this not about the conversation that Katt Williams had? But, I just want to, y'all help me, help you, help us.
That's why I'm saying.
Are we not speaking of Katt Williams' conversation? It was a whole bunch that happened, and we only got an hour, so I was just trying to get that little tidbit in. But she's trying to make it seem as if I said it.
No, but that's why I'm saying what Katt Williams said was irrelevant when it comes to his looks, because nobody cares about that. There is not one woman out there that cares about what Jonathan Majors looks like. Megan Good is a star in her own right. She saw a man that she liked and she vibed with. We are not women. Most women are not looking at a man as far as what he looks like. She's looking at how he treats her, the conversation, and all those things.
You can go on with that. You can go on with that because one of the first things you do to get you, I don't even want to know you if you ugly. That's how men think. Is it not?
Okay, that's how men
Is it not?
That's how men think. But
you
that's
don't
not
think
how women think.
Oh my God. Okay.
Y'all,
can we move?
No, there are women on here.
Hoops, New York.
Okay, would you take an ugly dude that treats you good, or a cute guy who is beautiful, but he's shallow? I would never. There has to be some type of attraction.
At least for her, she got to be attracted. There has to be an attraction. If it's not an immediate attraction, then their personality is going to win you over.
Boom. Personality has nothing to do with looks.
But when you on a movie screen, it's not even about because we're not having a conversation if you're on a movie screen. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to do something when they do their promos to make him look boom, boom. Oh, wait a minute. Who was that? Go back. Who is that guy?
Mm-hmm. Now, we're not going to ask men because men are visual creatures. They're 110% visual creatures, so they have no comments. Okay, what else did Katt talk about? Because we're just going to skip right on over Jonathan Majors.
Thank you.
And we're going to agree to disagree because I think Katt was drunk and he was speaking out of his neck when
Carlos said she was with him for the money he was about to get, but he not going to get it no more.
Megan loved him. She was looking for a good dude.
He said women in the industry don't date down. Think about it. Who dated down?
No, they're going to date from the pool that they're in. If I run with this certain group, I'm looking to date within that certain group. I don't even have, she's not even associating with people down here where we at. You know what I'm saying? So she's
I mean,
gonna
I
date.
don't know, because her ex-husband was a regular Joe Smo. The preacher man.
Yeah. But he was not. He was behind the scenes. We just didn't see him. She met him on a movie set. He was the executive producer for that whatever movie she was on. We just didn't see him. He was not regular.
He ain't no regular guy.
No, he was behind the scenes. Just like Candy. Everybody be talking about, oh, Candy dated them. No, she didn't. She dated a dude that was on her show.
Megan said, Marsha, you remember how good Jonathan Majors looked on the side of that building in New York?
Girl, don't make me laugh. That's why I was laughing. Did y'all not see him running? I was rolling.
Hold on.
I said,
Sheree said Nicki Minaj dated down. He not famous. But he was her high school.
Yeah.
They had a history.
Yeah, they had a history.
That's a special case.
Yeah.
Right. He's talking about, oh, so women are shallow too.
No. Yeah, what? Never mind.
Say what you gonna say. Say it with your chest.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know. What you about to say? Say it.
Nothing.
Say it with your chest, ma'am.
Maybe Sheree and Toya, but not the rest of us. So yeah.
Okay, what else happened in the
So the other thing that
did he not make valid points though?
He made a lot of valid points. The one thing that he, like I said, he kept talking about was selling his soul, selling his soul to the industry. I think that one thing that we all don't understand is that when you decide that I want to be famous, there's some things that there's a whole nother life and things that go along with it. I understand he's saying, well, I want the fame and I want to only go this far. And if he's cool with that with him, fine. Some other people are like, no, I wanna go above and beyond. His issue about wearing a dress, I don't think that was that you who was telling me about Tyler Perry. Tell that story, because I
mean, anyone who watched the documentary, which is a good documentary, by the way, Maxine's Baby, is on Netflix, I think, or Amazon Prime, one of them two, because those are the only two I really watched. Very good documentary. But in the documentary, Tyler Perry talks about how when he did Medea for the first time, it was a last minute decision to throw together something that represented the women in his life. And it was only supposed to be that one time. But it was so big and it had such a reaction of more. He had to keep bringing Medea back. That's the reason why he's been trying to kill her for the longest, because he hates doing Medea. But the fans love it. Medea has made him his billions, I mean. So that's the reason why Medea still be sticking her head out after she done died and all that.
She resurrected. So when you hear that story and you get there's some context behind it, you be like, oh, well,
And another thing, Tyler Perry was broke when he did that.
Yes. Okay.
He was broke. He didn't know how he was going to make the next show happen. If it wasn't for Medea, the next show probably wouldn't have happened. So something came down in his spirit to make him want to do the tribute to the women in his life. He went out and did it. And now he has Tyler Perry Studios and all these movies behind his name.
Yes.
And his name is a whole brand in itself.
Yes.
So the industry had nothing to do with Tyler Perry getting to where he is, because he's moved on his own accord the entire time. He talked about how people told him he couldn't. And every time they told him he couldn't do something, that's what he went and did.
and that was the part that I really wanted to hone in on, because he did the same thing that Katt did, but he made his money work for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that Katt is making his money work for him, because we sure see that now. But I even think that Katt could be even bigger. No,
What happened?
If I think he gets in his own way. And
is it that he gets in his, or he's just not settling?
No, I think that Katt knows that after a while there's a price to pay, and he's not willing to pay that price. That's one thing. Or the other thing is that he could go ahead, he could start open up his own, do his own thing where he's showcasing comedians, like what Remy Ma just did. She does a rap battle. He could do a comic battle.
Remy Ma probably want to sit down somewhere. Carlos saying something right here. Let me read it. He said Harvey Weinstein wanted to perform oral sex on him in order to get a role, and he said 4 other dudes accepted their role in the same movie. So he insinuated that they must have accepted Weinstein's offer. Okay, because Terry Crews talked about that too.
Yeah.
And Katt also talked about how him and Terry Crews kind of came in doing movies at the same time,
mm-hmm.
and how it was pivotal that they made Friday work for the both of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Terry decided that he wanted to go to the parties and do all this, while Katt didn't go to the parties and did all that. And he talked about how he was groped at the party by a guy. He didn't say who the man was, but it was a high society guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was somebody who could have made his career really take off.
Mm.
And we see, Terry, I mean, he's out there on America's Got Talent, but we don't see him too many places.
Well, he had his own little show for a little bit.
Talking about the reality show?
And then he was on, what was that, My Wife and Kids? No.
That was definitely a wine. What was his name?
My Wife and Kids.
That one. He had a reality show.
He had a sitcom show too he had a sitcom show too.
I don't know. I didn't see it. So you see?
Yeah.
And I watch TV. I'm an avid TV watcher.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. So that goes to the whole, what Katt was saying about, if you don't give something, or if you don't put yourself in some type of little compromising something, things might not go the way you want them to go. As a comedian, I'm assuming that he's just talking about as a comedian. Maybe Harvey wanted Katt, but not the other guys. It doesn't mean they did it.
And Carlos said, and it doesn't mean they didn't.
I mean, it doesn't. But if 4 other people was there, why was he the only one not called back? If he said no. So you have to explain Sharita Hardy.
Well, I think the rest of the other comedians wish that they would have, when they were on there, they would have used their time wisely.
But Katt used their time, his time, and some more.
But he was strategic about his thing. He let all of them go. Never said anything about what he never talked about them being on the show and saying little things. He kept it all on the inside. And then Shannon called him and he went, yeah. It was for me, when I watched, I said, man, I wish I was his manager. But he is his own manager. He does all of his own shows, everything. There, he cut out all the middlemen. He makes all his money.
That's what geniuses do.
Yeah, he was definitely a genius. Something else he talked about. I know.
Wait, hold on, because we got to get back to the dress situation.
Okay, yeah.
Because when Kevin Hart came out, he said something about never wearing a dress as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up getting him to do it. And then he came back to say something about, you got a right to change your mind or whatever. I made the choice to do this or something to that nature. But Dave Chappelle, he was like, I just don't see the need to put me in a dress to make this skit funny. I'm a comedian. That's what I do.
But then you know what they did, right?
What they do?
They went and found that old footage in 1990 somewhere. Dave was sitting up there looking like had some red lipstick on, looking a mess.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But this was I've had to be early 2000s or so I remember him sitting with Oprah.
Yes.
Talking about.
I saw that interview.
Talking about it.
Yeah, but they brought back the internet is undefeated because they showed he did a skit with
but the difference in a lot of them is when you're producing and you're doing your own stuff and you put on a dress, that was your choice. Mm-hmm. Had nothing to do with the industry wanting that or making you do that. You did it on your own free will. And I think that's what he was talking about. You can't make me just do this.
Yeah.
Don't try to do that to me. Don't.
So do you think that they want to put black men in, and this is not my words, this is what he's basically saying. They want to put black men in dresses.
He being Katt Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think that he was feeling like they want to put black men in dresses to take away their masculinity? Why do you think it's this thing where that and it's not only Katt Williams has talked about this, many people have talked about this. Why do you think that the industry feels like that they want to see black men in dresses? Because I was sitting up here thinking, I've never seen Al Pacino in a dress. I've never seen has
Robin Williams was in a dress.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest movies to me.
And he committed suicide. Brad Pitt, I don't remember ever seeing Brad Pitt in a dress.
Patrick Swayze was in a dress. He was an ugly woman too.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember seeing Leonardo DiCaprio in a dress. So what is this thing that black men have to be put in dresses?
I mean, I guess it goes back to why they felt the need to do blackface. I mean, that's what they wanted to see.
Yeah.
They wanted the black face without the black soul body.
But why do you think that's still I want to hear from a man. Why do you think that they feel like they want to put a black man in a dress? It doesn't. Is it because most black men are raised by women?
Carlos said, Mike Epps said he mad that Katt didn't mention him because this was free. What?
Yeah, he did say that. Free publicity. He said
publicity.
That.
What?
Yeah, Katt. I saw that Mike Epps did say that. Okay, but
Dwayne Johnson and Jim Carrey wore tutus.
So look what they did. They wore tutus, but they put black men in full dresses, sometimes with makeup and all that type of stuff. I think that there's a difference. They just have on a tutu. Do you think that there's a difference? And I don't know, but Rock is kind of the Rock falls where David falls, Nikita. When he the same color, they fall in the same realm. They light skin.
Here we go with this colorism stuff.
Well, what I'm saying is that they call Dwayne the Rock as being black.
So,
but I think that's what they feel. When I used to see Martin play Shanae, I would be rolling I didn't think anything of it.
I think, but even with Jamie Foxx, like I don't in that time it was just funny.
Yeah.
It was they're being extra
Yeah.
to get the joke across.
Yeah. And I think that,
and they're not fit to just grab some ugly woman and put them up there and make them do it. Like, that's insulting.
Yeah.
So it's easier to have a man come and do it.
So do you think that maybe that, and they would know more than we would know, but looking us on the outside looking in, do you think that maybe they are just extra masculine and maybe not comfortable in their own skin?
Because they being who?
Being Katt Williams, Dave Chappelle, all those who have said, "Oh, well, why they always got to put us in dresses?"
Well, maybe they're looking at it from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. Like, we're looking at it as the regular consumer of their comedy. I just want to laugh. Yeah. But for them, like, they have to look at themselves in the mirror and go, well, why I got to be funny this way?
Mm-hmm. The only thing that I ever took sometimes, I feel like with Jamie Foxx and with Martin, that they were showing the ghetto side of, always honing in on that ghetto side of Black women. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, and so was making the world think that that's how we are. That's sometimes I was like, okay, you doing.
I mean, but if you come from a certain area, you knew somebody like that.
You did.
So it was funny to us because we knew somebody like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And obviously he knew somebody like that, and that's the reason why that was a funny skit to do. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why the character was funny.
Yeah.
And when you have a show that you're trying to make a iconic show, there are sometimes you're gonna have to do extra stuff just to, like, even just watching Martin back, because it plays every day.
I love Martin.
And just listening to Gina and Pam talk. And now I'm loud, but they was loud as hell. And why did they have to talk so loud all the time? So it's annoying now. But
I never even noticed that.
Girl, Jesus.
No, I'm gonna go back and look at it and see that
that they're loud.
Yeah.
So everything is just so extra. So,
and then sometimes I also feel like we get in our own ways because we always have to make everything a white and a Black thing. That some things are not always white and Black. That some things are just, that's what it is. But like I said, none of us are in that arena, so we don't know what's truly going on. It's just our perspective on the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm. So what else we got from what Katt Williams talked about? Do y'all have anything y'all want to talk about that he talked about that was juicy or you found to be very interesting? Because it was 2 hours and 30 minutes of conversation, other than Club Shay Shay and that drink. That truth serum. Look, the truth serum is what.
There was something else. I should have wrote it down.
And he did call Shay out on why he didn't ask Cedric the questions that he was asking him. Because that would have been a question that was better for Cedric. You should have asked him that when he was on the couch. Why you didn't ask him that?
But I think that, like, the one thing that Shannon said is that he's not a journalist. He's just sitting there having a conversation. And sometimes your mind got to be, with him, it was like your mind, either you're going to just sit there and let him talk, or you got to try and think of something. So when he's talking, he's like, oh, well, what about that? And I just, like he said, he's not a journalist. He's just there trying to have a couple of drinks and have
this
some
is a
conversation.
safe space.
Yeah.
This is a safe space to tell lies. Or the truth, whatever. It's safe to do whatever you want to do. Come on, Club Shay. Shannon said I might not even have a show after this. Oh, Lord, Katt.
Yeah.
He was so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the whole thing, he was really nervous. He was uncomfortable at times. Mm-hmm. He had to take a drink. It was just kind of.
But a lot of people was talking about canceling him. I even saw one of the little things, and he's like, "But why cancel him? He was there. That man, he let that man talk." And
that's what he was supposed to do.
I like that he let him talk. Let him get it all out. All of it.
We probably won't hear from him no more for another couple years.
Yeah. No, he gonna take advantage of this.
I don't know. You mean Shay or Katt?
Katt.
I mean, the effects of it may last a long time, but I don't think he's gonna keep coming back because it seems out of character.
Well,
for him. Now, him talking about it didn't seem out of character.
Well, let me tell you who's taking full advantage of it. Kevin Hart's wife.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
What is she doing?
She is now on tour with Katt Williams.
Oh, Tori,
yes.
His ex-wife.
Ex-wife, yes.
Because you said wife, and I automatically went to the one.
Ex-wife.
Like,
I said, you go, girl.
But she's a comedian in her own right. Yeah.
Yeah, but she was smart. He talked about my ex-husband. Let me jump on this tour too. But Katt Williams said that he only brings the funniest. So I've never even listened to any of her jokes.
She was probably already on the tour.
I don't know. But I know she's on there now. And she shared his video and said that she's on the tour.
Nice.
So everybody is capitalizing off of this.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, when I'm gonna put a whole bunch of hashtags on YouTube and hopefully we can get our views.
Carlos said that's their choice and to each his own. But for me, it's a big no. It's a big no for me. I'm assuming he's talking about the dress. Yeah. That's what happens when we come down and read it later. Oh, there's something else I wanted to talk about with this whole. Well, let's talk about how he was put out. He left his house at the tender age of what? 13? Yeah, something like that. That's amazing to me. But now, I don't know what Steve Harvey's real story is, but everybody could have been homeless. I didn't like that he was like, that's my story. Yeah. I didn't like that. I mean, that's your truth, but you can't say he wasn't homeless. He was like, he was making $3,000. That doesn't mean he's still not homeless. Yeah. Yeah. Because Tiffany Haddish she said she was homeless and living in her car, going on getting paid, whatever. Yeah. But she still had to go back because she didn't have the money to actually buy a house or whatever. I didn't like that. That was his outlook on Steve Harvey's homeless story. I agree. I was triggered by that because I had 2 jobs and was homeless. And I just like, dude, that don't mean nothing. And I know I was making, that don't mean anything. Right. Yeah. Your credit back then, if you didn't had a couple apartments on, you can't get no apartment. You can't do a lot of stuff. That's a no, Sharita. Yeah. I ain't going to no Katt Williams. For me, that's a no. I can't do his voice. I can't do Katt Williams. I can't do his voice. That's too much cussing for me. And it's not too much cursing, but it's too much cussing. I ain't got time for all that. I can't. I can't. Oh, my ears. That's the problem I have with Tiffany Haddish too. Like, it's something about her voice that just irks me. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So Katt kept talking about how people were stealing his stuff, stole this. I mean, now the video does show Cedric the Entertainer doing Katt Williams' joke. If Katt Williams did it first, and Cedric never said that he was lying. He said he had the dates wrong. Okay. So what does that mean? Does that mean he stole your joke? If he had the dates wrong, are you saying now that he stole your joke, Cedric the Entertainer? I get what Katt Williams said, but I think that Cedric's joke was funnier. I mean, I didn't watch him. I watched the Katt Williams. Of course, if you steal somebody's stuff, you have to make it funnier. Okay, so where I'm going to go with that is that in business, I teach people. Why are you going in this day and time? Katt Williams, what he is saying is irrelevant because in this day and time, being in good 2024, if you go do something, I see that you did that. I like that. Okay, cool. I'm going to now take what you have.
I'm going to make it my own, do a little this, a little razzle dazzle, and I'm going to produce another product. Everything, every business person, every book that you read them, nobody says go and reinvent the wheel. So what Cedric the Entertainer did, he saw that joke. I like that joke. I'm gonna make that joke my own, because he added a cigarette, he added a deuce and a quarter, he added a whole bunch of more flair to it, and it was so funny. So yeah, Katt, and one person did say, well, that's just like people who steal folks' music. Look, some folks need their music stolen because the song wasn't that good anyway. So whatever. I don't have an issue with people taking something, making it their own, and repurposing it, because I'm a business person. So, and him being a businessman, he should have looked at it differently. That's my take on that.
I think the problem was that you don't even get this man credit or a heads up that you gonna do his joke 2 years after he put it out.
And he probably forgot that he even
He
got
did
it.
not. He did not. Now you're not gonna do that. Now we're not gonna do that now, Marsha.
Toya, we're
not gonna do that. Nope. 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 That's not what we're gonna do. They know who they stole their jokes from.
Pimpin'. He got it from me, Pimpin'.
So you can't do that. He knew exactly where he got that doggone joke
now,
from.
Steve Harvey and Mark Curry. Is it Mark?
Mm-hmm.
That was a little rough.
Why? Because you saw the truth in it.
Man, Steve stole everything. The man had his tie like that.
Now I'm gonna tell you, like I ain't even gonna front that whole Steve Harvey doing Bernie Mac wrong about the ocean. Yeah.
But that lets you know that him and Bernie wasn't true friends, because there ain't no way you gonna do your friend like that. That was just somebody he was doing some business with. Cause
you let him tell it they was friends?
I hope not.
How he be crying and stuff.
Yeah,
that's how your friends do you.
Yeah, that was too much. That was yeah. I believe in taking, but not like that. That was straight gutter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But everything else that Katt said, it was funny, it was hilarious. He got his 2 hours of fame. He got more than 15 minutes. He got 2 hours of fame.
And here we are, 2 weeks later, still talking about it?
And people, and they're gonna keep talking about it. And then it seems like now that Katt did this, everybody else is, oh, well, I want to tell my truth too. Everybody is coming out the woodwork.
No, don't tell your truth. Be quiet. Continue to do what you're
doing. Yeah.
That Shannon show gonna become the what? The therapy seat?
Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you though,
ain't nobody got time for that.
Katt set a standard. When I get on there, I'm gonna tell all of it, because I'm not gonna tell. From this point on, every show is gonna be like ridiculous for him. Everybody's going to want to tell their truth and bring receipts, because he brought receipts too.
Who brought receipts?
Katt. Everything, his receipts was his word. Like I said, every person that got on there, nobody ever said he was a liar. Even Ice Cube. Now, Cube talked way too slow. I said, God, I ain't gonna be able to listen to this interview, because oh Lord, he was trying to, and I get what Ice Cube was doing. Was that you talking about? He was trying to preserve. He may want to go back and work with these.
Yes, that was me. Sometimes you got to get the truth out there, but there's a delicate way of telling it.
It seemed like he was trying to preserve everybody and make everybody come out to be a winner. But at the same time, he co-signed everything that Katt said.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's going to say that he's lying, because they know he's telling the truth. So what does that say for them? I mean, regardless of how you look at, oh, he did the joke better, or Steve did these jokes better, or he came out and said, because people been showing all kinds of stuff now. Oh, he said it first. He stole this from here. It was just a whole bunch of, I'm gonna tell my story and then I'm gonna tell your story as if it's mine. I'm gonna do it better because you ain't do that right. You should have made them cry.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying that is it makes you look at them but it's just like singing someone else's song. Mm-hmm. I can't help I sung it better than you.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of people who have sung like who is that little boy who remakes everybody's song? What's that little boy name? Who calls himself the king of R&B? He remakes everybody's song, and they do sound good. I ain't even gonna lie. What's that little boy's name?
Said Cube definitely tried to not burn bridges.
Yes, he did. It was so long. It was like, Cube, just say it, baby. Just say it. Jacquees. Yeah.
I'm glad you know, because
yes, and he remakes everybody's songs, and they be sounding good too.
Well, everybody has a talent for something. He just need to find somebody who can write for him so he can do that. But you would think you would want your own jokes, though.
Yeah, you would.
And if you didn't live your life so seriously after you got money, you could continue to write jokes. And I think that's the reason why Katt is able to keep writing his own stuff and producing his own funny, because he continues to live a life of not all this extra, so he can still have funny things happening in his life. Because if everybody around you is so serious, how are you coming up with material?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you, and he said that Cedric don't write none of his own jokes.
His name ain't even right. So how you Cedric the entertaining? You ain't entertaining nobody. You don't sing. You can't dance.
Oh my God!
You can't rap. Oh man, everything you do fail.
But you said you're the entertainer. And he cannot act.
I don't.
His acting skills.
If that Neighbors stay on TV for more seasons, it's because of Tashina Arnold.
Yes, definitely.
Because even when I was watching it last night, I think before Sisters came on, I was sitting there like, oh my God, this guy.
He can't act.
There's something so dry and not black about it.
Yeah, I just think that you should know that
But that's all of his roles. Like,
and they're all
everything is the same.
Every last one of them.
When him and Steve was on Johnson's Family Vacation.
Horrible.
The best part was them doing the little lip sync, the singing the song part, the talent show.
Yeah. Yeah, but he shed a lot of light on some of our great comedians. Yeah. And I enjoyed it.
So do you think that it made Katt look like he was jealous?
At times it sounded like he was jealous. At times I was like, oh,
you might be going too far, sir.
You sound a little bitter.
A little bit. At certain ones, I definitely was like,
yeah, it did.
I mean, but again, that was his truth. That's how he saw it. And of course, when you don't want to kiss tail, it does get you a little bitter.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm doing everything right, but I can't get that big break.
But it's also, like I said, you know how some people are easier to work with. I'm getting that Katt Williams is super funny, but his name sometimes comes with a lot of controversy too. You know what I'm saying?
Because he wants to change stuff.
Yeah,
he wants to make it to where it can still be fun. I mean, but he said that about the Money Mike character, though. He said that we got to change some stuff in this,
and he killed the Money Mike character. The one thing now I did like that Ice Cube cleared up was that what's his name? Katt Williams was saying that there was a rape scene. I'm quite sure there was a rape scene, but I guarantee it wasn't a rape scene like what maybe he was thinking. Maybe he didn't read the whole thing through, because I know Cube ain't gonna go that far. I know other people was like, well, he went that far in Players Club, but he didn't. He left it to your imagination. He when they were in there raping Ebony, you seen something, and then they were outside. You did not see, and then the next time you see Ebony's face. So you hear about what they did to Ebony. So
but it wasn't them that did it. It was the brother.
Yeah. Yes. And so I do like that they gave a Katt creative, the creative ability that you can do that. But there's also that other part. Katt Williams cuss too much and he drinks too much. And you're not a household. You don't have a household image. You look like a pimp. And so I think for the others.
Sharita said, Carlos said, there is only one king of comedy, and that's Richard Pryor. Did anybody say something about the king of comedy? Did you say something? No. Okay. And then Sharita says, maybe he was going to leave it to the imagination again, but Katt said no to that as well.
Yeah. Okay. I like that, Sharita.
That could be it.
I like that, Sharita.
We gonna just have him in here screaming, no, I'm a boy.
Okay, Sharita, I see that. But the way he is a creative genius when it comes to all that or whatever. But Katt would never be a household name. He'll never be able. I just don't feel like.
When you say he'll never be a household name,
okay, he is a household name, but the way that Kevin Hart has been able to cross over. White people love Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart can get white money, black money, Asian money, Mexican money. He get all the money. Katt Williams is getting one money. And it ain't all. I just don't.
Well, according to him, he's getting everybody money.
No, he ain't.
I mean, but we don't know. We don't know. Why is he sold out?
If he was, he wouldn't be that bitter. There was bitterness talking.
No, when he's talking about the comedy, just the comedy clubs. The comedy clubs, he's there for it. He's there. He said he does. Remember, he talked about how he had to hone in on what he's gonna do when he go to each club. He said so he had to go to half and half and see how his material worked, but it was working more for the white people, and then he had to do blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I get he was doing all that. I get all that, but at the end of the day, I just okay, fine. His money still ain't matching the rest of their money.
Yeah, because the rest of them are in their main characters, or not main character. What's the star characters in big movies?
And hold on, he was talking about they all had to wear dress. Steve Harvey has never put on a dress, ever. He ain't never put on no dress.
But Steve Harvey isn't a big name in a movie either, though.
But Steve Harvey is doing big things. He had his own show. He was on with them little kids.
Yeah, he's on TV. He's on sitcoms, like not sitcoms. What are them things called? TV shows, like the regular talk shows and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
But
that's where he fits in.
And he's getting his money. That's what but what I'm saying is that we're not gonna see Katt Williams doing nothing like that because he can't cross over. He does not have the look. He ain't got the sound to cross over. He has put himself in a box. That's what I believe.
He spoke about the levels of those other comedians. I don't think he was jealous. That's why he mentioned the specials on Netflix. That's what I'm saying. That's where he gets his money from. And Katt is fine with that. Yeah, he gets all the money. Kevin has to pay writers and his entire staff. Katt is worth $20 million off just stand up alone. Why be greedy? Because he said he doesn't want to sell his soul. If he wants more than that, then he has to. If he wants the Kevin Hart stuff, he does everything himself. He said that he only tried to surround himself with women, smart women, beautiful women that knows stuff about all kinds of stuff, and that can be a carrier and can kick ass and all this other stuff. I like him. I like that type of character.
Now, Nikita, you say you don't think it was jealousy. At some points, you didn't hear just a little jealousy, just like a little smidge of jealousy.
I feel like the only time that I felt like it was something behind what he was saying, other than the truth, was when he talked about Tyler Perry. But that's only because I watched the documentary before Katt even talked about all this other stuff. And that wasn't the first time Tyler Perry has said that. Now, what I didn't know is where he was financially when Madea came into the picture. Mm-hmm. But watching the documentary, I knew, and it was just kind of like, oh, wow. But that was the only time that I felt like, okay, I think you just shoot from the hip now. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily bringing facts. You just going with what you think. Nope. That was confidence. Katt isn't willing to compromise his character, so that comes with a price. It does. Mm-hmm. However, he said there isn't anything he can't get that he wants. Money versus values, peace of mind. It's worth so much more. That's what I took from it. That's exactly what I took from it. If he wants to change who he is, like I said, with everything that they do, they have to change. They can't be just them.
Yeah. I would never want to be, I know that if I got to that point, I know I would be a Katt Williams. I would never want to get.
But you want the gatekeepers there, though.
I just say that.
No, you're serious.
No, okay. So what I'm saying is that he's still a gatekeeper. He says that he lines up all those comedians. My thing is that he's opening up doors or whatever. There's still so much.
Yeah, but he's paying them from his pocket. He's not, oh, so-and-so gonna give me the money to give it to you. I'm giving you this money, hoping that you make something of it. Nobody has to come back to him and say, hey, and that's his thing, because there's no contract. When Kevin Hart signed, people are under contract with Hart Productions, Hart, whatever, all that other stuff. He's a whole conglomerate over there. So I understand the difference that he's saying.
I get what you're saying, but I don't see anything wrong with being a gatekeeper. I think all of us are supposed to be a gatekeeper. You want to know who the biggest gatekeeper is? It's Ice Cube. And what Cube said? Cube said, I done did this, I done did that, but ain't nobody put me in none of their movies. He is a gatekeeper.
He had to create his own stuff.
He created his own stuff, but then he said, you come through this gate. What's his name? Who was on All in Rush Hours? Smokey. Kevin Tucker. Chris Tucker. He was a gatekeeper for Chris Tucker. He has been a gatekeeper for so
whoa. You don't think he
was a gatekeeper for Chris Tucker?
How is he a gatekeeper for Chris Tucker? How? You got to explain that. Because that was his movie that he wrote.
Chris Tucker?
No. Ice Cube. So how is he a gatekeeper for Chris Tucker? Chris Tucker could have easily said no, like he said no to the other Fridays. How is he a gatekeeper? I need to understand that one now. See, she tripping now. She tripping.
We're over time. We'll have to keep.
No, you gonna tell these good doggone people how he is a gatekeeper.
Ice Cube has been a gatekeeper for many actors. What do I mean by that? Chris Tucker. We found out who Chris Tucker was and how funny he was playing Smokey. That Smokey role opened him up to Rush Hour 1.
But Ice Cube but wait, when you say gatekeeper, I think for me, I'm looking at it differently, because when he said he's keeping the gates, he's letting people, like, he had to audition for that though. Like you had to show something to make him say, yeah, I want, you know what? You will be the perfect person for this idea that I have for my movie. That's not keeping the gate, because the movie could have flopped, but it didn't. Instead of he was writing music, man, he figured, let me put my music into a movie. And that's what happened. I don't understand how the gate is being kept, because Chris Tucker was already on Def Comedy Jam and all these other things.
I get what you're saying. He was on Def Comedy Jam, but it wasn't until he went beyond. You remember that joke
where he said, one time I'm fucking around and robbed my own mama. What you doing with a picture of my brother? I swear that was the funniest joke.
How many of y'all remember? Do you remember Chris Tucker being Smokey or Def Comedy Jam? I'll wait. Go ahead and tell me.
But that doesn't make him a gatekeeper.
Ice Cube.
You see, he didn't come back.
He is always. Of course he didn't. Why come back through the? If I don't went through the game, why am I come back the gate?
Okay, so Day, Mike Epps came for the second one and the third one. What do you mean?
Because he needed the money.
Oh my God!
He was still a gatekeeper. Y'all know what I'm saying.
I don't.
He opens up doors. Gatekeeper opens up doors. Yeah.
Carlos said, not if you're blackballing folks. They tried to blackball that man's livelihood. Ice Cube helped Chris Tucker become well known to other movies. Yes.
He crossed over. He was a gatekeeper.
I think Marsha means Ice Cube opened the doors for so many people.
Yeah.
He has, but he's not a gatekeeper.
He's a gatekeeper.
No. His movie, it was his first movie. It could have flopped. I think that's what y'all not understanding. It was his first movie. It could have flopped. And then what? They'd have been like, oh, Chris Tucker wasn't going to be in no more. But he didn't know that. He knew he had a great concept for a movie. And he knew he had the right characters in place. Hell, Megan Good was in that.
Was she?
The little girl at ice cream out there trying to get Big Worm doggone ice cream. It's the definition of gatekeeper that y'all are not agreeing on. Obviously, Keita, there's a difference between someone being a gatekeeper and someone opening doors. That's what I'm saying. He opened the door. He wasn't keeping no gate.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to define what they believe gatekeepers mean.
So, excuse me. I'm wrong about when I listened to what gatekeeper was, I was thinking more along of this person opened up the door for this person to come in. I don't agree with Katt is. I agree with what Katt is saying. Then, if we're not talking about that, then I don't agree with that. But if we're talking about, hey, I'm here, you come with me,
because
you come with me.
In that situation of his first movie, it was everybody was on the same playing field. It's an even field. Like, and he was able to go get well-known people to be in that movie. Look at Nia Long, which he's worked with her several times. Mm-hmm. And then what? Debo, what's his name?
Tiny Lester.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have never even know who Tiny Lester was.
Yvette Wilson. Look, I mean, I'm just saying.
Bye, Felicia.
I'm just saying.
And she actually became famous years later.
Mr. Bang, 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 bang himself.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like he was just hoping and praying that everything kind of actually worked out, and it did. A classic movie.
Oh, he was saying gatekeeper as in Illuminati, meaning that these are the people. Okay, I get what you're saying. That this person controls who becomes famous and who does not become famous. See, my mind automatically went, if I'm winning, you winning, we all winning. He was saying it in the perspective that Illuminati, meaning that I get to control you.
Yes.
I will, if you can come through this door, but you're going to do what I say.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
So now that we're all on the same sheet of music.
Okay, but hold on here. So is Tyler Perry not like a gatekeeper?
How? His people can walk around the mall with no security. How is he a gatekeeper? That means that they not famous enough, huh?
But he was saying that Tyler Perry is part of that, and I just don't
He was
believe
talking
that
about
he's
Tyler
not.
Perry being a part of the dress club. That's what he was
I
talking
don't
about.
believe that he's a part of that.
The dress club.
I don't believe that he's part of that part that he was talking about. I knew,
but that's why I said I feel like that one was the only one when he was talking about everybody that I didn't see the connection.
Yeah, it's like he was trying to put everybody in the same box, and I didn't think that everybody fit in that same box.
And I really feel like even that comment the joke he made, which is so funny, Keita, about walking around the mall with no security. Tyler Perry has a lot of people in his movies that's in other movies that has nothing to do with Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. So that was some shade. Some shade, some good shade. Bean Denson. Hello, sis. Hello, ladies. Hi.
Hey, Bean.
He says Tyler Perry didn't put nobody on. He's a gatekeeper too.
What? He said Tyler Perry didn't put nobody on. He's a gatekeeper too. See, that's why I'm telling you. But anyway, I digress.
I don't know. Tyler Perry got Cicely Tyson and all kind of other people who he actually paid them their worth versus what the real the Hollywood is paying them. And so there's a difference. I feel there's a level of gatekeeping, but I don't know if it qualifies. I don't know if it qualifies.
I don't know.
I don't know how much money these people make. And I don't know anybody who said that Tyler Perry treated them wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna say that. We'll have to say Taraji for next week. But anyway.
Well, we got the next.
Yes, y'all. So we will be on every other week.
Yes, yes, he has been. Mm-hmm.
Say their names.
She don't watch Tyler Perry shows and stuff.
Oh, okay.
that has to be what this is.
I didn't know. I'm up here. I don't watch your shows either. I was trying to watch that sister show, and then that one about the president, and they just get too weird.
The whole man family show is. But let's go. Yeah. Go ahead and tell them what we're doing.
So y'all, we thank y'all for joining us. Let me tell you, this first show back, it was funny. It was everything that I knew it was going to be. But we will only be coming on every other week. So next week we won't be on, but we'll be back next week. And y'all make sure that y'all drop us if y'all want us to talk about different things. You know, we love to hear from y'all. We want to make sure that we're listening to y'all. So y'all drop little stuff in there that y'all want us to talk about. And what you guys say?
No, I'm just reading Keita's comments. But I was also reading from the YouTube. Someone posted on YouTube as well.
Y'all, listen. Hey, YouTube. Hey, make sure you subscribe and like our channel. I couldn't think of the words.
Wow.
You're supposed to help me.
Where's G when you need her? Okay, so tune in week after next for another episode of Let's Talk About It. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.
Too funny. I don't think yours is touchscreen.
I'm on the wrong shit.